I got called fat on a first date.
Using dating apps when you're plus size can be terrible.
I got my first fat phobic message on a dating app. Today I got my first fat phobic.
It's no surprise that society is mean to fat people, but when it comes to dating, it's impossible. It's a different world for them.
He said, I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just not feeling it. Dating when you're fat sucks.
Love fat people in the open or don't love them at all.
Okay, fat women, I'm gonna teach you how to get the princess treatment from men.
Why is being attracted to fat women considered a fetish?
Plus size dating. Let's talk about it.
With people, and then guys have gone straight in and been like, you should lose some weight.
A lot of fat women are struggling on dating apps, just can't seem to find a guy. We speak truth on this channel. If you're easily offended or emotional, this video may not be for you. You've been warned.
I was supposed to have a first date tonight, and he just unmatched me on Bumble, so I guess we're not going to get drinks anymore. But I thought I would show you guys my outfit so somebody saw it, because I know I'll get questions. My dress is from Eloquy, but I got it from D&Co. My jacket is from ASOS, and my boots are Topshop. It's a cute look. His loss.
Nope. Makeup on just for this date, so it better go well. And I'm not posting this, probably, if it doesn't. It did not go well. Truthfully, it lasted less than 2 minutes. I walked up, he gave me a hug, and said, are you hungry? Let's go inside. We went inside. He said, actually, can you step outside for a minute? I stepped back outside, and he said, I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just not feeling it. So I walked to my car, came back home. Dating when you're fat sucks.
I think it's safe to assume that the woman's picture on the dating app didn't match how she looked in real life. That's likely why her date told her he didn't see it going anywhere. A lot of men won't say it directly. They'll just say something vague or polite to avoid confrontation. But the truth is, there was probably a noticeable difference between her online photos and her real-life appearance. Many fat women struggle with deep insecurities, and that often shows in how they present themselves online. Some use old photos, extreme filters, or take pictures at strategic angles to make themselves appear slimmer or more conventionally attractive.
With people, and then guys have gone straight in and been like, you should lose some weight. Like straight in, first message.
Oh my God.
And you're just like, why would you match with me? Like, you took time out of your whole day to tell me this. You don't, oh, cool, thanks, bro. Like,
so it's not even a genuine match. It's just someone who, some prick online who thinks it's funny to tell you to lose weight.
Yeah.
Do you have any other examples?
There was a time when I was running every week and I was hitting the gym quite hard, and then they would be like, oh, we could hit the gym together. Like, I don't need you to make hitting the gym my goal.
Using dating apps when you're plus size can be terrible.
I got called fat on a first date. It has taken me like 2 weeks to process that it even happened to me, right? I went through the 5 stages of grief, or so I thought. Because this past weekend, when I started telling my friends and my family about what happened to me, about being called fat, right? And I just told another friend right now, and all of them have like the same response of like, oh, like you'll find someone, don't worry, like, who says that was so rude, you know, just giving me words of encouragement, right? But not one of them has said, you're not fat. No one has told me, like, he told the truth, I guess. Fuck.
Well, the man told the truth. Sure, calling someone fat on the first date might have been blunt, maybe even a little harsh. But let's be honest, it was the truth. And sometimes the truth stings the most when it's something you already know deep down. Now, I get it. Hearing that kind of comment can completely crush a woman's self-esteem, especially when she already feels insecure. It can feel like rejection not just of her body, but of her entire being. That kind of blow can stay with someone for a long time. But at the same time, you can't expect people to ignore the obvious or pretend they're attracted to something they're not. This is the reality of dating. People are visual. First impressions matter. Attraction does matter, And if you're misrepresenting yourself online and showing up looking completely different, you can't be surprised when someone feels misled or disappointed. Honesty goes both ways.
Why is being attracted to fat women considered a fetish? Always. But being attracted to thin women isn't. Is it because the world has a really hard time believing that anyone could be just genuinely attracted to fat women? They just believe it so strongly that it has to be some like weird margin fetish. Something to think about.
Well, to be honest, a lot of evil or manipulative men do have a fetish for fat women, but not in a respectful or genuine way. They'll gladly sleep with them, keep them around for hookups, or use them for emotional support. But when it comes to real commitment, introducing them to family or building a future, that's off the table. It becomes this dirty little secret, something kept hidden because they don't want to be judged by friends or society. Many plus-size women have complained about this exact treatment, being good enough for a man's bed, but never for his heart. But at the same time, a lot of women do hate being fat themselves. They say it's very hard for them to date.
Just being honest, I hate being fat. And the worst part is I've already lost 120 pounds and I feel like I should be really happy with where I'm at.
I just spent 20 minutes crying in my car before walking into my gym class right now. And this is just another reminder, just don't get fat. Put that fucking burger down.
I know this may be controversial because women are supposed to love their bodies and live, laugh, love, but I'm tired of being fat. Everyone in the black community is like, oh, you're thick, you're big boned, y'all. I'm 350 pounds. I know I'm fat, but it's okay because I'm ready to change it.
I hate being fat. I hate it. I allowed myself to get to a dangerously high number on the scale, almost 500 pounds. So in March of this year, I decided to take back my life and make some big changes. And I decided I wanted to lose 250 pounds. So far, I'm down 107 pounds, but I still have a long way to go.
So there you have it. Even fat women hate being fat. That's the part people don't talk about enough. It's not just about struggling on dating apps or getting rejected by men. It's also about how they feel when they look in the mirror. Many of them are silently battling with low self-esteem, health issues, and the psychological toll that comes from years of feeling unwanted, overlooked, or only used in private. Even this particular woman admitted that she had allowed herself to get to a dangerously high weight. That says a lot. It's not just about appearance, it's about reclaiming control over her health, and that's what needs to be pushed.
Alright, easily the worst thing about being fat is dating as a plus size bitch. Let's talk about it. So, number one, men, for some reason, some men, not all, think that like you're entitled to thinking that they're attractive. Like, hold on. Like, if a man came up to me at a bar and I said that I wasn't interested because like I didn't think he was cute or whatever, they kind of act like it's insane that you're not attracted to them because you're fat and they were throwing you a bone. Genuinely, I've had really ugly ass men act like they were doing me a favor by flirting with me. Like, just because I'm fat does not change the fact that you look like you were hatched from an egg, buddy. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Also, dating apps, not fun either because I am so terrified of like fat fishing someone. I don't even know if that's a thing, whatever. I put full body photos on all my dating profiles. I like to share my Instagram or like YouTube so they can like literally see me and know what I look like. And yet I've still canceled so many first dates because I was like, oh my God, what if they don't know I'm fat?
First of all, I just want to say to this commenter and to everyone else who's been saying the same thing, I'm so sorry that this is our reality and this is how we've been made to feel. And it's real. Like, as much as I wish it wasn't real, I want to validate you and say that it is real, that people do treat fat women like this. And unfortunately, in our society, we've made dating conventionally attractive, conventionally hot people a form of social currency where you're almost embarrassed to be seen with someone who doesn't fall under that category. I'm not innocent in this either. Like, I've dated so many different kinds of men, but I have the internalized belief that, like, why would this hot guy want to be seen with me, which is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, and I hate that I feel that way. Unfortunately, this has been my reality as well. A lot of people want to hook up. Almost no one wants to actually date. Like very, very few. And the ones who do, I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't like you. That's a whole other can of worms.
I've heard many fat women say this. A lot of men want to hook up with us, but no one wants to date us or take us seriously. And honestly, it ties into something deeper, because a lot of these women aren't even taking themselves seriously. So why should anyone else? If you're constantly settling for being someone's secret, allowing yourself to be used for late-night hookups with no standards, no expectations, and no self-respect, what message are you sending? If you don't demand more, if you don't carry yourself with value, people will treat you like you have none. That's just how it works. The thing is, honestly, a lot of these women refuse to change the one thing that could actually get them real results in dating, and that's not being cruel. That's just the uncomfortable truth. They'll change everything around the issue. They'll switch up their makeup, get new clothes, use the perfect angles, write witty bios on dating apps, and chase body positivity slogans online. But when it comes down to the actual root of their struggles, their health and their appearance, they avoid it.
At one point, I was 60 pounds overweight, and I did not like that. So I'm going to tell you the 5 things that I did not like about that the most. The first thing that I did not like about that is I literally could not run without my knees being in pain. I love running. I get a runner's high, but when I gained weight, I developed a knee problem, specifically in my left knee, and I couldn't run for longer than a couple minutes without being in pain, so I literally couldn't run.
This is a little PSA to all of my fat phobes out there, and I know you're out there. You do know that us fat girls, right? Like, we are wanted. We are desirable. We are sexy, and we deserve to be loved out loud. And if you are pressed about that, if you are mad about that, stay mad, honey. Stay mad.
Okay, I want to have a real conversation about being fat, plus size, thick, curvy, whatever you want to call it, and not being approached by men. When I was younger, I understood that it was like, guys cared what their friends would think, and so they'd be a little bit too scared to talk to you. But I'm grown, and I date people who are also grown or should be grown. So, what's going on? I just can't imagine a grown man saying to another grown man, "Oh, you like her? She's fat." And if your friend ever did that to you, I feel like you should think he's weird. That's really weird. Are you not embarrassed? Why do you care about what the next man thinks is attractive? Because let's be for real, I don't have a scarcity of people in my DMs. I don't have a scarcity of guys trying to talk to me privately. Obviously, I know that as a bigger girl, people are always going to sexualize us before they humanize us. So that's not really new to me. It's more so I don't know. I find that in my city, I'm from Atlanta. In my city, it's the worst. I go to New York often because my family lives there. And I don't know, it's just night and day. The guys in Atlanta do not treat me like a human. And I really do mean that. And another thing, this hair is isn't it giving? Anyways, another thing. What is with the way y'all rudely curve us? We don't have to be interested in y'all. If I'm out with a friend and a guy wants to talk to one of my friends, I don't give a damn. But why do you have to oh no, you big fat bitch, I'm not talking to you. I don't know. Something's not adding up because y'all love your big fat refrigerator built mamas, but
why don't men approach big girls in public, huh? Well, the obvious answer is simple. They're not his physical type. And that might sound harsh, but it's real. Men, like women, have preferences. And for a lot of men, that preference doesn't include plus-size women. Attraction is visual, especially for men. And if a woman doesn't fit what he naturally gravitates toward, he's not going to make a move. But there's more to it than just looks. Sometimes it's also about perception. Men assume that big women are either insecure or extremely defensive. And let's be honest, some of them are. Years of rejection, backhanded compliments, or being the joke in dating culture has left a lot of them bitter or on edge. So when a man does approach, he risks getting attitude, sarcasm, or being accused of having a fetish. A lot of guys don't want to deal with that energy. And then there's the social stigma. Some men might find a big girl attractive, but they're too afraid of what others will say. Society still shames men for dating plus-size women.
Okay, I don't know if this is gonna make sense, and it's not fully fleshed out yet, so bear with me. But I've been feeling kind of lonely recently, and to me, loneliness comes from the absence of something. So I was asking myself, absence of what? What am I missing in my life? And I thought at first that I don't know, I was missing a companion or missing all these other things, from another person to me. But if I'm really being honest with myself, I think I'm missing the opportunity to be, or I'm yearning for the opportunity to be affectionate to someone else. So far in dating, I felt like a clown every time I've been vulnerable with someone. And I just wish that I could do that and feel safe.
Losing weight has really made me open up my eyes to see men's true colors. I know this isn't groundbreaking news, but men really are not good people, and losing weight just really amplified that. I won't lie, a part of me losing weight was to also improve my dating options because just dating was not going well for me. Now that I lost all the weight, I want nothing to do with y'all. Nothing. At least when I was big, I felt like the connections I had were genuine connections and the people really got to know me for me. Now I got men telling me they love me and all this shit, and they don't even know my middle name or my siblings' names, nothing about me, because the outside is enough for them, aka their standards are low as fuck. Before you say, oh, it's the men you're picking, I live in the Bay Area, options are fucking limited here, okay? That's why I'm not dealing with it, because I'm so disinterested now. That phobia is real, and it really makes you have trust issues.
This woman says that men are not good people because after she lost weight, she suddenly had way more options. But in the same breath, she admitted that one of her main goals for losing weight was to improve her dating prospects. So now it just sounds like she's complaining, because she's finally getting the results she asked for. Whether women like it or not, men are attracted to certain types of women. That's not cruelty, it's reality. Men are visual, and physical attraction plays a huge role in dating. If she wasn't getting attention before, and now she is after losing weight, that just proves what everyone already knows, but no one wants to say out loud: looks matter. What she's really upset about isn't how men behave. It's that she now has to face the truth. She spent years being ignored, and now that she's changed her appearance, she realizes that attraction was always the missing piece. And instead of being honest about that, she turns around and blames men, as if they're wrong for liking what they like.